Ryan Poles and the Bears pulled off highway robbery with this move. We'll tell you what that move is and how it's come to fruition in the last year or so. My name is Harrison Graham. Welcome into Chicago Bears Now, and I got a challenge for you guys. Every new subscriber we get from this video is one jumping jack I have to do on Thursday's watch party when the Bears take on the Chiefs. So if we get 200 new subs, I got to do 200 jumping jacks. If we get 50, I got to do 50. If we get negative 10 somehow, I'll do inverse jumping jacks. I don't know. But every new sub we get, I'm doing a jumping jack for you guys. So if you want me to sweat my balls off, hit that subscribe button. Tyson Bagent is proving that he is an absolute steal for the Chicago Bears. This is our topic here on Bears Now by Chat Sports, and you got to give Ryan Poles a lot of credit for finding this guy and bringing him in here, because ever since they brought him in as a 2023 undrafted free agent, he's just gotten better and better and better, and he's earned everything he's gotten. He beat out P.J. Walker and Nathan Peterman last year after starting the offseason program as the fourth quarterback, earned the backup role, and he's only improved since then. You know, it was one of those deals last training camp where it was like, yeah, this is a hell of a story as an undrafted free agent out of Shepherd College that he's the QB2. But, you know, some of the time point was like, well, P.J. Walker looks terrible. Nathan Peterman's not any good. So, you know, yeah, this kid looks pretty good, but also the other options aren't that great. I think it's clearly more than that at this point, and I think we saw that kind of play out last year, and we've seen that furthermore play out this year. I mean, he's a GM's dream. He really is. When you can find a player that has value but doesn't cost you anything, especially at this position, by the way, like if you can find a backup in his case as an undrafted free agent, that is excellent at the quarterback position because he costs less than $1 million a year. Essentially, he doesn't impact your cap at all. He's in year 2 of a 3-year undrafted free agent contract. And by the way, in 2026, when he's expected to be a free agent, he's restricted. Like, these UDFA deals really benefit the team. So, like, the team has full control. If some team throws a contract at him, they can match it if they want to. So they've got him for sure through next season, and he's only getting better and better. So I think he brings this team a lot of value, and we'll kind of go through that here as well. What he's proven up to this point? Well, he got thrown into action last year, and he held his own. He went 2-2 as a starter in 2023. And it's kind of an unwritten rule in the NFL, college level as well, more so the NFL. If your backup quarterback can go 500, 4 starts, win 2 games, 8 starts, win 4 games. Obviously, if it's season ending, most teams are screwed if they lose their starter. They're not going to have a chance to win a Super Bowl. There's a rare Nick Foles situation with the Eagles. But I think most GMs and coaches would tell you, hey, if our starter misses a month, can our backup go 2-2? We will absolutely take it. That's what he did last year. He did that as an undrafted rookie out of a Division II college. Like, that's his first year of NFL coaching he's receiving. Like, he's only going to continue to get better. So the Bears kind of found house money with him for that reason, and that was before he even really starts to take strides as an NFL quarterback. Number 2, he's proven he's an accurate passer. Saw that last season. We're seeing it this preseason. He throws the ball with good timing and good accuracy. There's no doubt about it. I mean, last year, in extended time, over a month of play, he completed almost 66% of his throws. That's pretty damn good, especially for an offense that wasn't that good last year. Let's be honest. So I think he's shown really from the beginning that he throws the ball with accuracy, timing, and pretty good anticipation as well. Number 3, and we've kind of mentioned this, he's improving. You know, I think I overreacted after the first 2 preseason games where I was like, this hasn't looked great with Bagent. Well, the one drive he played against the Texans, they drove all the way down to the 30-something, and then after a false start on 4th and short, they had to punt. That was the only drive he played. Second one, he didn't play awesome, but it wasn't like it was bad. But then on Saturday, he was fantastic. And when you add up all the preseason stats, it's like, it's pretty damn good, man. 14-19, 150 yards, 2 touchdowns, both beauties to Dante Pettis. Pettis saying that second one, the front pylon, was a dime ball. And by the way, on that one, he signaled to Pettis on that one. They changed the route concept because the corner pressed, and he just beat him to the spot. That's improvement as well, like taking command at the line of scrimmage. That's the type of stuff you really, really want to see. So you got to be pleased with where Tyson Bagent is at in his development. More to come when it comes to Bagent and how the Bears pulled off highway robbery here. But first, Game Time's going to help you get some pretty good deals as well. If you want to go to some Bears games, Cubs games, White Sox, and other events, you got to get tickets, and you got to get them online, and Game Time is the best ticketing service out there. We appreciate them for sponsoring today's show. Listen, here's what you got to do. Download the Game Time app. That's step one. Step two, create an account, fill in your info, username, whatever it is. And then use code ChatSports to get $20 off your first purchase only. Terms do apply there, but Game Time specializes in last-minute tickets for the lowest price guaranteed. What does that mean? Well, the closer you get to the start of events, those prices are typically going to start to come down, and Game Time's going to get you the best price available. If you see a lower price in the same section and row of a ticket you see on Game Time, if it's lower elsewhere, screenshot it, show Game Time. They will lower the price on their app for you because they want to give you, the customer, the best deal available. You get views from the seats within the app. Plus, you can pay with your Venmo balance. I can't tell you how often I've used Game Time and how often I've used it at the last minute and have still gotten my tickets and into the venue in plenty of time. Check out Game Time today. Again, code ChatSports once you download the app and create an account to get $20 off your first purchase only. Those terms do apply. Trust me, they're not going to let you down. Link in the comments and description to redirect you to the App Store to create your Game Time account today. All right, good enough athlete too. Something he has proven. Ran a 4.79 40 coming out of Shepherd at the NFL Combine. And when you watch him play, like obviously he's not Caleb Williams or Justin Fields from a movement standpoint. But he's not, a stiff either. Like, he can move, and he can scramble on occasion when needed to. He can buy himself time in the pocket. He's not going to do these circus plays very often like Caleb can. But in today's NFL, if you don't have a rocket arm, which I would say he has a middle-of-the-road NFL arm, it's good enough, but it's not great. You got to be able to move a bit. You got to at least have one of those things, either a rocket arm or good mobility, and he can move around. So that's going to keep him around for a while. And then lastly, and we've seen this on Hard Knocks, we've seen this with how he talks in the media, just a good dude, great teammate, guys like him. That matters in the QB room especially. Like, why do you think guys like Nathan Peterman last as long as they do? It's not because they're good. Nathan Peterman can't play, but he's likable. He's great in the QB room. He's a good teammate. Bagent could obviously play better than him, but, like, he has those qualities as well. Like, his reaction to when Caleb told his teammates what his signing bonus was when he goes, went crazy, was awesome. And then after the game, after he balled out in the second half, he's asked by an on-field reporter about Caleb Williams. In the back of his head, he might be thinking, hey, like, I'd love to answer a question about myself. But instead, he says this. He said, I think the media tried to slice and dice him in a weird way before he got here. Ever since he's been here, he's been nothing but positive. He loves football. He's a great guy to be around. He's hilarious. No negative thoughts about my guy, Caleb Williams. The Bears are lucky to have this guy, man. He's cheap. He's a good dude. He can play. He's under contract through next year. I mean, think about what the going rate for a quality backup quarterback is right now. It's like $7 to $10 million. I'm not saying Bagent's the best backup in the league, but for his price tag, he's pretty damn good. And you've got that veteran presence with a guy like Brett Rippon, so you don't even need him to be like the 10-year guy that's in the locker room. So I just think the Bears deserve a ton of credit here, and they're lucky to have this guy because he brings a lot to the table. How would you grade Tyson Bagent as QB2? A, B, C, D, or F? Let me know in the comments. I'd give him a solid B. Again, I don't think he's a top backup, but he's cheap, he's young, he's ascending. There's a lot to like here. I'd give him a solid B grade. And just lastly, final thoughts. The Bears deserve credit here. Ryan Poles has shown that he can identify talent not only at the top of these drafts, not only in free agency and trade markets, not that he's hit on everything, but he can find value. And it's not just with Bagent. He's had 5 UDFA rookies make the 53-man roster in 2 years. 3 his first year. Now, granted, the roster wasn't very good then, so it was easier to make the team. Jack Sanborn, a player that plays a lot. Jalen Jones and Josh Blackwell, both still here as well. They're special teamers and decent backup corners. Tyson Bagent, backup quarterback. Quindell Johnson last year, we'll see if he makes it this year. I think out of all these guys, he could be the most in trouble in terms of the 53, but played a decent amount last year, especially on special teams. Like, he has found these guys. And I don't think I'm missing anybody, but there's been some other interesting ones. This year, Ian Wheeler's a guy I like a lot. So he's done a nice job of identifying these kind of overlooked talented players that have given the Bears value so far. All right, there you have it. The Bears pulling off highway robbery with the acquisition of Tyson Bagent last year. Very excited to see what his future is here in Chicago. If you want more coverage, hit that subscribe button. Trying to get to 97,000 subs by the by the start of Thursday before kickoff. And remember, 1 sub equals 1 jumping jack on Thursday's watch party.